He's looking at my paper, and I don't appreciate it because I don't share with these niggas much. You know what I mean? They know the
I have
topic.
no idea what the fuck we're going to talk about. I don't understand the chicken scratch over there.
Good. That's how it should be because that's none of your business. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just want to know what you think about it. But yo, sidebar, we just had an amazing fucking meal.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Versace.
I know we've talked about Versace before, but this fucking hookup box that we just had.
Yo, VAS.
Let me tell you what's in the Versace.
ACHY.
Yes.
Apostrophe
right
S.
here on 25th Street, East 25th Street. Let me tell you what the fuck is in this hookup box.
North Charles Street.
You get a catfish fillet, which he told us is hand battered by himself.
Hand battered.
Fucking 6 jumbo shrimp.
6 of them moles.
Which are also hand breaded by himself.
Hand breaded.
Then you get 2 wings. Guess what? Hand breaded.
It ain't even over after that, though. It ain't even over.
You get a fucking breast.
A big ass titty.
A big titty.
Big chicken titty. Dolly Parton style.
You get 2 sides, yo.
Nigga, I had jollof rice for the first time in my life, and let me tell you,
it gets better than that.
I hope Chizzy, I hope you listening, y'all. My life has been changed. Jollof is the way.
Let me tell you something.
Learn how to make
I love Versace's, and everything there is great. His jollof rice is great, but I've had better from a real African nigga. That shit burnt my mouth up.
I don't even know, but that shit was...
The fucking jollof rice, we both had it. The fucking
macaroni and cheese.
And he had these special fucking green beans that he threw in for niggas. But he fuck with niggas. You would have to pay extra for that. But anyway, check out Versace's. They right here on 25th Street. But anyway, we getting into our topic discussion.
Oh, shit.
We talking about connections and closure. I was asked where this came from. I draw inspiration for my topics throughout the week from random things. They're not always of myself. That's all I'm saying.
Shit.
So my first question to you in regards to this discussion would be, what does connecting mean to you? What exactly is that? What is it when you connect with somebody?
Oh, shit. Damn, you come right out the gate with it.
Oh, yeah.
Connecting with me is you're both in a state of understanding where it's more about, like, you both understand what you bring to the relationship and it's mutual. When you mutually are sacrificing for the other and for yourself, when you find yourself doing things for the benefit of the other person, it's more than just inside jokes and secret handshakes.
I feel like that is,
but that's a great part of it. That's a relationship answer?
Because you can connect with
but
anybody.
You're right. Connecting. All right. Well, in that case, then connecting is just being on the same spiritual wavelength, being on the same mental page.
Vibrations.
Vibrations. Very much so. You can meet somebody and they'll be a total stranger, but you talk and you connect on things that you vibe on, that you feel are similar interests. Things of that nature.
I've connected with people over random, like personally, I just feel like I feel it's very close to what you said in regards to being on the same spiritual wavelength. Mm-hmm. I think it's all about vibration. So I have connected with people for different reasons. I've connected with people musically. I've connected with niggas sexually. I've connected with niggas on some other shit. Maybe we just have great discussions. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, I think it's definitely possible to have a connection that manifests different types of relationships.
I guess my first answer actually does still.
I think that's once you get
it's not
deeper.
Just it doesn't have to be, because as a connection you understand that you're mutually benefiting from each other.
Not always.
And you don't always, but if you understand that it's a connection, if you recognize that it's a connection, then you know that it's a mutually beneficial relationship. Like, this person is supplying me with something and I'm supplying them with something. That's how you connect, like a plug to an outlet. Like, once I log in, like, I'm getting electricity from it. Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, so I think that you can connect in those ways where you supply something mutually beneficial with other people as well, with strangers who are or not strangers, but people who are not necessarily in a non-platonic relationship.
Do you think that they ever go away?
Sure, yeah. Time changes all things, but
I mean, I
don't believe in energy dispersing. I don't believe that energy goes away. I do believe that connections are very much steeped in energy. Mm-hmm. So I think that maybe if it were a flame, then the flame kind of dwindles down to a flicker, and it can always be built back up with the right amount of air to it, or effort to it, or whatever. Yeah, I think that you can rebuild connections, but I don't think you ever lose connections. I believe that you lose touch with them, but I don't think that they stop existing. Unless, I mean, people change, of course, but I think that if you reflect on what you connected on, that connection will always be there.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that, like, for instance, if you're with someone and they see an old lover on the street and you see them talk, that's that thing that makes you uncomfortable. Like, who was that? Mm-hmm. Because you can see that there's some kind of, there's a connection.
There's a familiarity.
There's something. Yeah. And like, sometimes you get instant connections with people. Like, I've had instances where I've met someone and the moment we start talking, it's just like, we're sparking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've had that a few times.
So my question for that is, like, do you think they're real, or are they just coming from somewhere else? Like, maybe, like, for instance, let's talk sexual connections. Like, is it just lust? Is that something that will go away, or like, is it just not real? Is it an illusion?
A sexual connection?
Sexual connection.
Well, I guess that would be, you got to separate that, because it depends on how connected you are, because you could be physically, and you could just, it just feels good, and this person knows how to please me physically. You know what I mean? But then some cases where I know women who have been in love with guys who may not been physically endowed, but they love how they please them. So it's a more of a emotional or mental thing.
Let me ask you this. I want you to answer this too. What do you think about, all right, so let's say a woman is connected with one guy for a time sexually, and then another guy another time. Maybe she's in love with one of them and not the other. But let's say the other is the one that, like, makes her squirt and do all this extra crazy shit. What is your stance on that in regards to a connection? Why is it stronger? I think that it's possible to just have special connections with people, and I don't think they ever end. But why? Because usually love is the thing that makes people like
squirt
sex with someone more.
That's what makes people squirt. Love makes you squirt.
A lot of times,
ladies,
for me personally,
for the record, if you want to squirt, you need to be in love.
No, it's not necessarily love. For me, it's my comfort level. I don't believe
that's the case.
For me, comfort level is a big thing. So, like, if I'm not comfortable with you, I can't squirt.
All right.
But if I'm comfortable with you, I can, like, there's different kinds of orgasms. There's coming, there's orgasming. Orgasming,
there's coming and orgasming.
You do to yourself.
The same things.
Right. No.
So what is coming?
Coming is during sex, and like it feels like you are peaking. You're having an orgasm.
Approaching the peak is coming.
Coming, all right.
And an orgasm is what? The climax.
The clitoral orgasm, that is like when you're masturbating and you have to stop because you can't even touch it no more.
You don't have to masturbate to feel that shit, do you?
Not always.
Or maybe you do.
It happened. It has happened to me with other people before, but it's more common with me with masturbation.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with you knowing your own body. Okay, so, all right.
What are thoughts on that point? I don't really know it.
I think that people have they have their own connections on things. Like some guys just know how to. Some guys are pay attention to detail, and sex oftentimes is just details. Like if you're paying attention to what pleases your lover, then you just keep doing that. You kiss her on a certain point on her neck, and she makes a move, and she goes. Then you keep kissing that part until it doesn't make her go. And anymore. So it's just kind of, it's more or less trial and error. Like you be thinking these guys know shit, but really we just kind of feeling our way through things. Like we know what's common amongst you women, and we'll try a few common things maybe, and we'll try our go-to things where we're comfortable, where we know what feels good because we're talented at this one particular thing. We'll try that, and if that don't work, then we just shooting in the air. Like fuck it, we just shooting the crowd. Fuck it, hope we hit somebody. But I think that in terms of connections, I think physically, sexually, in terms of sex and physical, I think that's something that people can be taught and people can gravitate to. Sometimes if it becomes bigger, then it's more than just a physical. I mean, physical attraction plays a large part. Physical attraction plays a large part. Because I mean, it's only so aroused you're gonna get from just not seeing them from physical touch. But you need some visuals. I'm not
gonna incriminate myself because I know I do that sometimes. Okay.
It's time.
I know sometimes I incriminate myself. I'm not gonna incriminate myself. All I will say on the realms of this is I just know that it is definitely possible for there to be a situation for you to be in where the connection is just super intense. So like it doesn't matter how long it's been, what's been in between it, that you could have fallen in love with someone else and then like reconnect and then like it's just like it was yesterday. I think that's bigger than someone understanding someone physically.
Right.
That's bigger than just, getting to know each other. Maybe we had sex 50 times and you just know exactly how to do it. It's deeper. It is.
It can be. Okay. I see what you're saying there. All right. Well, I agree then. In that case, I mean, there are some people who you have in your past who are just like, hey, it'll always be good because they know just some people.
It's just something about the combination about it. It just makes sense and it just.
I can dig that.
Explodes.
I can totally dig that. Okay.
Diamond.
Diamond being a mogul right now.
Nah, but real talk, honestly, I feel strongly about connections in many different instances. I feel like it's very easy and possible to connect with people on soul level.
Oh yeah, I'm
on multiple levels.
I'm a firm believer in that because I feel
and once it happens, it doesn't go away.
Like some people have looked at me crazy, and then some people like, oh, I totally dig you. I totally understand what you're saying. But like when I say I see people's aura, I see people's energy. Like
I see auras too.
There you go. So there's a person who understands what I'm saying. So there are some people who just like.
I can see auras. Like
yes, very much so. Like Rick James on Dave Chappelle. Not so obvious. Not so obvious as that, but it's like a faint glow around people that you can just kind of see.
Check this out. No one ever says they see it when I be like, yo, do you see that around that person?
I learned at a young age you can't ask that question because people look at you crazy.
I noticed it the first time I ever noticed that I was younger and I was in church. And it was just
church is the first place I noticed it as well.
Person in the pulpit, they were fucking preaching. I see this white light around them. I'm just like, what the fuck is this
Nobody else sees it. Nobody says anything. And if they see it, they're not going to say anything. I
first started seeing it like when people are against light surfaces. Like when they're against white, you can see it. Listen, it's not two people just saying this shit. Listen, I see auras. Once in a while, I see colors.
I always see color. I've always seen color.
I don't always see color. Usually, I just see white.
It's intense.
But I can see blue or I can see green.
I see colors, all types of spectrum.
Can you see mine?
I can.
What's my color? I feel like it would be red.
It is not actually.
What is it?
It's very blue.
Okay.
It's very blue. It's very blue.
That's a good thing.
It's a blue green actually. It's a faint color. It's not like boisterous. It's not boisterous. Some people I come across and they have like it's akin to if you ever looked at a grill and like right above the grill you see how it's kind of wavy from the heat and all that. It's akin to that, except you can kind of see faint spectrums of color. And with you, I see like it's like a blue green. It's more of a cooler sense. It's not. Some people are very intense, and it sticks out further from their bodies. And I've talked about this with some people, and they're like, some people like, does that mean like I don't have a lot of energy, or does that mean like like I'm an introvert. No, it doesn't mean it's just some people just exert their energy like that.
My manager was sitting across from me, and there was like it was a backdrop similar to this, with like a white color. Her shit just started to emanate so big. It was green and it was fuzzy and it was big, and I'm just like watching it expand.
Yeah, you just gotta believe. Like if you see it, you just like I believe that a lot of people just don't suspend belief. Suspend their imagination enough to believe that these things can happen. But I do believe that our brains are meant to take in far more than what we actually give it. And I think that it's fully possible to see that.
If our third eye was
I've seen it for all my life. So I feel like it's something.
If our perennial gland wasn't calcified,
right,
we would be able to touch these wavelengths effortlessly.
Baduisms.
Period. So
but I do see it. Yeah.
If we were open the way we're supposed to be.
Yeah, some people connect like and speaking of connections in terms of auras and stuff like that, like sometimes you see people who feed, and I call them kind of energy vampires. They just kind of feed off of energy. Yeah, and it doesn't make you a bad person. No. If you are an energy vampire and somebody calls you that, it does not make you a bad person. It's just some people are born with low reserves and they need to feed off of others to replenish themselves. And a lot of times those are extroverts, people who need to get all their kicks and thrills off of being around people and stuff like that. Those tend to be those so-called energy vamps. And people who are introverts tend to be very large reserves of energy.
So check this out.
People gravitate to them.
Yeah. Check this out. I'm not an extrovert per se. I'm the one that's like a little bit of both. I straddle the fence.
Omnivert, I would call
that's what it's called. But I attract people to me and I never understand it. And I think that I just personally have some kind of different energy, but that's not the point. I just want to touch on that, what you were saying. But the point I'm about to make, the next question essentially, do you think it's possible to ever let it go? Like if you have a connection with somebody, is it possible to truly let it go? Or anytime you see that person, is it going to be fucking sparks flying?
I think it'll always be sparks as long as you have nothing to take your attention away from it. Actually, I think it'll always be sparks, period.
Yeah, because
it'll just always be there, unless something drastic changes that, like unless that person did something to change to alter your viewpoint of the positive, like they did something so bad that you look at them and you're like, you know what, I can't get past that. But I think you still kind of feel something. I think you still feel something. But if you can convince yourself enough that whatever they did was so deplorable that you just can't, whatever. But I do think that you'll always feel certain things about people.
I agree.
You can run, you can hide, but it's still going to be there.
It doesn't matter how long it is. The minute you connect with that person again, it's going to be the same energy. You literally imprinting. Yes. I agree. I really truly believe that, honestly. Do you think that it's real though, or is it just some kind of chemical thing? Does that make it real?
I think it makes it real if you feel it. Just like if you feel the fact that you think the fact that you think makes things real.
You can be in a moment and feel that something is really happening and it's not. So everything you feel isn't real.
Is it not happening though?
It's a reaction to something. So for instance,
perception is reality.
I can be at work and feel like people are out to get me based on a couple of things that line up to see me like they're out to get me, but it's just me in my head. Just because I feel it doesn't mean it's real.
Sure does. Perception is reality. You feel like
that theory because just because you perceive it doesn't mean it's real.
It's your personal
really
reality,
feel
though.
it. I think that the part that you're struggling with is your interpretation of the feeling.
Right.
So you are feeling something. Like the people out to get you might be the wrong interpretation of what you're feeling, but you're feeling something. They're looking at you. Maybe they're talking about you. Maybe you did something wrong. Maybe you have a reason to feel nervous. Maybe you've been smoking. It's a whole lot of things.
Maybe you walking around looking weird because you think everybody's looking at you. Like it like he said, I think it's an interpretation of it's a incorrect interpretation of what
you're
you're feeling.
A funny sidebar?
I would love to hear a funny sidebar.
You know how in cartoons they portray people as being drunk as having hiccups? When I just took a sip, I had a hiccup. And I never understood why people get hiccups in cartoons, but faded. I'm
Shout out to the Irish.
Hey, yo, Jameson y'all already know how I feel about the green bottle.
I'm
Jameson
feeling mad lucky right now.
If I can't have Jameson, I'll have Jack. But Jameson is my first choice.
Jack is my Jasper Newton Daniel is my friend. Yeah, that is the man right there. I don't drink it with nothing. I chase my Jack with Daniel.
Exactly. As you fucking should.
That's what I chase it with.
Nigga
what else you got over there?
True indeed.
Yeah.
I got this fucking Budweiser. That's
shit.
It.
She turned up. I didn't come prepared to be this turned.
Hey, yo, the liquor
I drank this Jameson.
We got
another music break?
Nah.
You gotta stop playing it.
Actually, we about to wrap up.
Are we? Hey, look. Hey, let me get don't forget. I gotta get my shameless plug on. I promised the viewers.
Actually,
I promised the viewers.
You never did promise the viewers.
I did actually. I didn't tell them on the air. I promised them on the Facebook. If you follow me on the Facebook,
fucking know you right
don't
now.
Nobody know me on the Facebooks right now. They don't know me on the Facebooks. That's all right. I understand. But so let me tell y'all something. So, I am the producer and co-star, and I've done some writing credit and some other things and co-directing and all that cool stuff on the show. It is called Run. R-U-N. Run. Like just run. Yeah, I mean that's it. The opposite of walking. Yes, it's called Run. It's a comedy show. It is a series set to. Right now, we filmed the pilot. We are in post-production, and we are getting ready to release a great premiere. I'm looking to do the premiere in DC, possibly Baltimore as well. And you got any questions?
You said you want to play us a clip.
I do. Fucking right, I do. I do want to play a clip.
To make this happen?
I can send this clip to somebody who can I send it to you, Diamond? It's a YouTube link. I can just send the link. I might have to spell this shit out. It's a specific link.
That'll help people be able to
I can send it straight to you. And I think this is a special exclusive. This is a private link sent by the director, and I don't think he's gonna be too kind if I leak it like that. But we can. It was sent so we can play it. I don't think we can release it to the public just yet. So I will send it to Diamond, DJ Diamond K. All right.
Yeah. So in the meantime, also, I mean.
Yeah, I do have.
Find you?
You can find us. Any information on the show can be found at runtelevision.com. That's runtelevision.com. Also on the internet, our Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram is at Run the Internet. That's RUNTHEINTERNET. And our Twitter is at Run Television. So you can find any updates and things on there. You said it's DJ Diamond K. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, and then you can find Spunky Brewster with 2 eyes on Facebook.
Spunky with 2 eyes.
Spunky with 2 eyes.
Right.
Instagram. I have Twitter, but I don't really be on Twitter anymore. Unfortunately, I also had to uninstall that app because, again, I have no space on my phone for anything.
Sometimes you ain't got it.
I'm trying to condense my pictures, but it's really hard.
Just upload them to something. Right.
I don't have a cloud.
You got Samsung. Yeah, you got Gmail. You do got it.
I need to do that. I actually need to dump a lot of shit on my phone to my computer, and that'll help. But as of right now, I'm still on Twitter. You can holler at me. It'll take me a couple days to get back because I don't have the app right now. But anyway, aside from that, I'm actually about to start getting back into making music.
It's at the very
I haven't made a beat in a while.
You said you was making music last time I was here. Where the beat at?
I haven't made music in a while, but
drop that shit.
That's one of the things I really am working on is getting back to basics with myself.
Somebody tell Spunky stop bullshit and get in the studio.
I'm about to though. Like I am really.
I know some talented artists that actually could use you.
And as long as they're open to abstract shit, I got what they need.
Yeah, I wouldn't send you to nobody who can't rock with.
Because my shit's different.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, I do have a SoundCloud, and that's Spunky B. I believe it's Spunky B. If it's not Spunky B, try Spunky Brewster on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Shameless plugs all around.
Well, they're not quite shameless in the shout out portion of it.
I'm shameless as Frank Gallagher when it comes to this shit, yo. Go to my motherfucking website, runtelevision.com. Shameless coming back in October. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Have to wait the fucking January.
I just put my homeboy on the motherfucking Shameless. He's been watching this shit.
Do you have any idea?
For like 4 days on Netflix.
Do you have any idea how many people I've put on the Shameless?
I can't count how many.
I should be fucking awarded something because I put drones of people.
I can teach classes off this show. This shit is amazing.
I put so many people on it. It's just like the best show I've ever seen. Like it's so good.
I know y'all texting me asking where the clip at. Don't worry, it's coming. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. It's getting loaded up.
Oh well, the clip is
loaded up. All right, y'all. So look, if you are on if you're listening to us or whatnot, please, once you get done watching the clip or whatnot, go to Run the Internet. That's at Run the Internet, at Run Television. Either one is going to work for you. Pick up run, hashtag pick up run, hashtag Charm City Champs, hashtag Camp 8. Hashtag no fences. Any one of those will get you connected to us. We have a lot of promo coming up in the next coming weeks. We're premiering in August, the middle of August, and simultaneously dropping the Kickstarter campaign because the pilot is not where we're stopping. We're trying to go for a full season, 8 episodes, and $30,000 is the goal. And that's going to pay for cast, crew, equipment, permits, all that good stuff. We did this pro bono. Shout out to all the actors and actresses that participated. Honor Drew, Christine Guerrera, Yvonne, Lion Beckwith, Marisol Johnson and associates. Everybody who participated, shout out to y'all. All right. With no further ado, I'm going to give it to Diamond K and let him fucking play this goddamn clip because it's hilarious. Go for it.
I can't go to jail. I have trouble using public restrooms, and I'm allergic to deli meat.
Oh, have you seen George Zimmerman out there? I highly doubt Officer Friendly Prayers will bringing us in if you catch my drift.
Hey, get it together. I don't know if you know this, but hashtag Black Lives Matter.
What?
Watch. Officer, we surrender. We're coming out peacefully.
Oh, okay. Come on. Nice and slow. Nobody needs to get maimed. That's an odd choice of words. Oh. Oh, damn, man.
Well, this is how I die. I always knew I'd go out behind this dumpster.
See, now that you're back to reality, I think we can make it over to that doorway over there.
Okay.
On the count of 3, we can do this together. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Dirty motherfucker.
That was the clip. That was the clip.
I have to see this show.
Oh shit! I got some excitement. I see the face. I got some excitement. Yo, Shorty, I could tell y'all now, this is nothing like anything else on TV. I can assure you. If I had to liken it to anything, maybe How I Met Your Mother, maybe The Office, kind of. It's got a lot of comedy from different walks of life. One of the most important things that I'm super proud of is how diverse the cast is. There's a lot of people from all walks of life. We have Eastern Europe representing, Baltimore, Flint, Michigan. We have South America. We've all over the world. Actually, we got some police officers who are involved. Actual police officers. And yeah, like it's gonna take off. I'm super excited. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm glad you liked it.
I'm very excited to see it.
Awesome.
Sorry, I'm arguing right now.
She texts, getting busy with the text.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into Kool Kids Show. We miss you, and we can't wait to see you again next week.
Oh, come back next week.
Maybe we'll have another person sitting there. Maybe not.
Oh, somebody gonna be there. Somebody's gonna be there. We're waiting for Roxy to come back. We're gonna talk. We're gonna figure that out.
We'll be here.
I hope y'all enjoy this.
Of course.
This is my first. This is only my second. How can they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for real, y'all. I'm super enthused about this. I'm incredibly overly thankful for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
shout out to Roxy for I suppose the approval. I'm positive it didn't go past without your approval.
Of course.
So shout out to you as well. And I can't wait to have you next to us and hear your opinion as well. And shout out to all the fans that are tuning in. If you tuned in today and you like the show, please share it, like it. Don't forget to hit the share button. So many of you forget the share button. We know you like it. I appreciate all that. I appreciate the comments and all that, and the funny haha or the I love this status. But share it so other people can see it. Share it so people know that you loved it. Like I want to get out. Stop being stingy with me. I'm talented out this motherfucker. Right. Spread the word, motherfucker. Shit. Yeah. Shout out to Diamond K. Holding us down again. Of course. Shout out to Spunky. You know what I mean? And all the fans out there.
Shout out to Versace's.
Versace. Oh yeah. Shout out to Versace.
Oh, they're the shit.
Yes.
Really like Versace's. But anyway, we'll be back next Tuesday with more shit. So
next Tuesday, 8:00. Don't be late.
We might be. Sometimes we are. But either way, 8-ish. We'll be here. Kool Kids Radio Show. Radio on fucking fire. We'll holla.
Motherfucking right shot.
Peace and love and God bless and all that good night.